में एक टीचर भी आप कितनों को पता है जो लोग उनके साथ हैं उनको छोड़ के? मोहित सर. So give a round of applause for Mohit Jain.
कॉफी पी रहा था, दुआएं लग गई. गुमसुम है कोई, नजर नादां था जो. गुमसुम है कोई, नजर नादा था जो. हसमुख था जो, वो अब मुझ में नहीं. हसमुख था जो, वो अब मुझ में नहीं. आई लव माई शी. I love myself. I love myself. Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I'm your host, your dost and always in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. Okay, on to the new set number 4 for technical ability. We know that this is section 2, 10 questions would be asked. It is called technical ability, but it is more of verbal reasoning. 10 questions would be asked, which we need to answer in 35 minutes. So these are the practice session going on. Okay, you know the drill. Please pause it and try to solve it yourself first. The following information is given about 5 people A, B, C, D, E standing in a line outside a coffee shop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. E is not standing at the 4th position from the front. Suppose this is from the front. E is not standing at the 4th position. B is not standing behind A. So behind A is not B. C is standing between E and A, which is the middle of the line. That means C is standing at the middle of the line. That means at 3rd position between E and A if I keep it. And B is not standing behind A. That means we can have B at this position and then D as this position. In the given context, who is standing in the 2nd position from the front? Who is standing at the 2nd position from the front is E, and that is in option C. Mark on C and let's move on. You know the drill, try to pause and then solve. These are more of reasoning type of question rather than mathematical. A pool is being filled using 5 small tubes of water and 2 large tubes of water for a swimming contest. Each of the 5 small tubes work at 2/5 the rate of the large tube. So if I take the rate of large tube is filling 5 liters per hour maybe, then the rate of small tubes would be 2/5 of this. That would be 2 liters per hour. And how I have taken 5 is from this base 5. We have got 5 small tubes and we have got 2 large tubes. The janitor opened all the 7 tubes at the same time to fill the pool. So in 1 hour, the water pumped in through large pipes would be 10 liters. And in 1 hour, from the small pipes would be 5 into 2, that is 10 liters again. And let us guess that 20 liters is the size of the swimming pool. That means the swimming pool is filled up in 1 hour with help of these 2 large and 5 small tubes. In the given context, in what fraction of time would the pool be filled when compared to time taken by large tube alone to fill the pool? If only one large tube is used, it can fill up 5 liters in 1 hour and we require 20 liters. That means it will require 4 hours. How? 20 by 5, that is 4 hours to fill the swimming pool. So what fraction of time would be required? If only one is open, that is 1 by 4. Option B is the fit. Now how to get this 1 by 4? Is 4 hours it will take, and these all together are taking only 1 hour. Okay, the drill is very simple, you know that. The time is given for you to pause it and try to solve. Let's see. I promised, as promised, I will be coming up with different set. So in a set, these questions were there. I'm calling it sample question, but these are the actual question asked. A baker bakes X number of croissant each month from August to November. August, September, October, November, he bakes X number of cakes. She sells X by 2, that is half, at the beginning of each month from December to July. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. He's selling X by 2. X by 2 each month. However, she did not pay extra for storage for the month of August to November. So for August to November, she is paying no storage cost. However, she paid 10 paise per piece each month from December to July for the I'm back again. So from December to July, she is paying 10 paise per piece for unsold. And from August to November, she was producing. So that means total production till November is 4x. In December, she have sold X by 2. That means unsold in December is 4x minus X by 2. That is 3.5x. 4 minus half. Now in January also, she have sold X by 2. That means unsold left is 3x. In February, unsold left is 2.5x. March, unsold left is 2x. April, it is 1.5x unsold. May, unsold are 1x. And in June, unsold are 0.5x. Every month we are reducing it by half. And July, there are no unsold because everything is sold by July. And for these stock, she is paying storage cost. Determine the total additional charges in terms of X, that is the storage cost the baker had to pay for the year from August to July. So from August to November, she is paying nothing. From December to July, she is paying charges at the rate of 10 paise on this many stocks. What we need to do is just add up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So she need to pay for 14x pieces at the rate of 10 paise. So that will be 1.4x rupees. How much is the additional charge? 1.4x in terms of x. Option B is the pick. Okay, a wonderful question which is based on arrangements. Billy is arranging party favors for the guest attending her marriage anniversary next week. Party favors means return gifts. She has arranged 6 hand woven boxes and numbered them 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. Each box is filled with either chocolates or candies in such a way that at least one of the boxes contain a candy. At least one box will have a candy. Chocolates are different types, candies are different types. Also, the boxes containing the candies are consecutively numbered. In how many ways can Billy arrange these boxes for her guest? Now, suppose candy is only in box number 1. That means candy is only in one box. So in how many ways she can put candy in these boxes? She can put candy in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. That means 6 ways. Suppose candies are there in 2 boxes. Now it is also known that candies are to be placed in consecutive number boxes. That means if she is placing candy in box number 1, she also need to place candy in box number 2 only. So this is one way. Now if candy is in number 2, it can also be in number 3. It can be in 2 and 3. That is 2 way, then 3 way, 4 way or 5 way. So if she is placing candies is only 2 boxes, she can do it in 5 different ways. 1 2 or 2 3 or 3 4 or 4 5 or 5 6. Likewise, if she is placing candies in 3 boxes, she will start with 1 2 3. She can place in now 2 3 4 2 ways. She can place in 3 4 5 3 ways, or she can place in 4 5 6, that is 4 ways. Similarly, if candies are in 4 boxes, 1 2 3 4, then 2 3 4 5 or 3 4 5 6, it would be done in 3 ways. If candies are in 5 boxes, it can be in either 1 2 3 4 5 or 2 3 4 5 6, that is 2 ways. And if candies are in all 6 boxes, that can be done only in 1 way. These are the ways in which she can put candies in consecutive numbers. And whenever she is putting candy in any one, in other boxes, she can put chocolates. So what is the total of this? That is the answer. 11, 15, 20 and 1. 21, option D is the pick. Okay, on to the next one. A very simple question, just ask in a typical, tricky way. Not typical, tricky way. You have a mixture of 100 liters of water and milk which contain 25% milk. That means milk is 25% of 100, that is 25 liters, and water is 75 liters. Let the amount of milk that should be added to the mixture so that the percentage of milk in the new mixture is 30% be x.yz liters when rounded off to 2 decimal point. Let in place of x.yz, I am taking it at A. So if I am adding A liters of milk, my milk is 25 plus A, and the total mixture volume will become 100 plus A. Now this is given as, this will now become 30%. So this into 100 is 30%, that is this is 30 by 100 or 3 by 10. Let's solve this and find the value of A. That will give us the answer. 250 plus 10A equals 300 plus 3A. 10A minus 3A is 7A. 300 minus 250 is 50. That means A is 50 by 7 or 7 7 49, 1 by 7. That is 7.14. Now this is given as x.yz is equals to 7.14. Now they are asking what is the value of x plus y. X is 7, y is 1, x plus y is equals to 8. Option D is the pick. Okay, so next one from number series, and we know the drill. These numbers are not multiplying, not increasing in higher order. Let's find the difference, and difference table always helps. 24 minus 13 is 11, 37 minus 24 is 13, then this is 15, 69, 7, 17, bingo. We can see that this difference is increasing in AP. So next difference would be 17 plus 2, that is 19. So number would be 69 plus 19, that is 88. Next number in this series is 88. Okay, one more from the number series, and it is 6, 24 into 4, 60, 120, 210. All seems to be divisible by 6. So let me divide it by 6. 1, 4, 10, 20, 210 by 6, 335. And let's fall back to our old traditional process of difference table. Difference here is 3, 6, 10, 15. Okay, the second level of difference is 3, 4, 5, bingo. And here the difference is 1. So 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 15 is 21, 21 plus 35 is 56. That means the number which we are looking out for should be 56 into 6, 336. Yes, that we have in option B. Okay, on to the next question. Let's see what it is. 8 friends, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, 8, were playing musical chairs. At the end of the game, only 3 chairs were left and 4 of them were still in the game. Determine who won the game based on the following information. G did not win the game, out. C, B, F, H got eliminated in the first, second, third and fourth round of the game respectively. C eliminated, B eliminated, F eliminated and H eliminated. So we are left with only A, D and E. A got eliminated after D. That means D haven't won the match and A also got eliminated. So we are left with only E. Who won the match at the end? E, that is in option B. Okay, let's read this. Rob is filling a large beaker with a solution made up of 10 parts of water and 5 parts of syrup. That means these are in the ratio of 10:5, that is 2:1. How much of the mixture should be removed from the beaker and replaced with syrup so that the mixture is half water and half syrup? That means now the ratio required is 1:1. Assume that the beaker contains 15 liters of solution. Okay. So let's talk about water. Water initially was 10 parts, that is 2:1, that is 10 liters. Now suppose X liter of mixture is taken out. That means how much part of water is taken out? X into 2/3. And water is not added, syrup is added. Now this should be equals to whatever the syrup is taken out, whatever the mixture is taken out, syrup is also added up in the same volume. And after that, water and syrup has become 1:1. That means 15 liters of the volume remain intact. Now water is half of 15, that is 7.5. With this equation itself, we can find the value of X. So 10 minus 7.5 is 2.5, that is 25/10 equals x into 2 by 3. Okay, so x is, this is 5 times, this is 2 times, 15 by 4. Now they are asking how much of the mixture is taken out. Mixture is taken out is 15 by 4, but all the answers are given in fraction. That means they want to ask that what is x by 15. X is 15 by 4 by 15. That will give us 1 by 4. 1 by 4th part of the mixture is taken out and replaced with syrup, so that there would be then half water and half syrup. Option A is the pick. Now, this question can also be very easily solved using a formula which we have described in our Rule 6, the jungle rule. Link is there in the description below. Please go through it. This is very nice rule to rule arithmetic. Here we see that there are two ingredients in the mixture, water and syrup is added. So the formula would be proportion of water left divided by proportion of water in the beginning is equals to 1 minus f to the power n, where f is the fraction of the part that has been taken out. Since syrup is added, in this formula we are featuring water. What is the proportion of water left? Ratio of water and syrup is 1:1. That means proportion of water left is half. What was the proportion of water in the beginning? Proportion of water in the beginning was 2 by 3. This is equals to 1 minus f. And power n. N means how many times this process has been repeated? It's been done only once. So 1 minus f is equals to half into 3 by 2. That is 3 by 4. Therefore, f is equals to 1 minus 3 by 4. That is 1 by 4. Straight away, with help of formula, we can find the answer. And for that, this initial volume of mixture is also not required. I'll suggest you please go through the rule, the jungle rule, Rule 6. Link is there in the description. Please follow this. This is a very good session on average mixtures and alligation, replacement of mixtures, and all different varieties of question related to mixtures. Okay, the last one of this set 4, technical ability, section 2, round of Infosys. 10 questions is asked, which we are supposed to answer in 35 minutes. Yes, the last one. Determine the relationship between A and B based on the following statements. B is mother-in-law of C. B is female, mother-in-law of C. Who is wife of D? C is female and she is wife of D. D is only brother of E. So D is brother of E, E is sibling. And who is mother of A? That means E is female. And E have got a child A. Now what is the relationship between A and B? So E is daughter of B and A is child of E. That means A is grandchild of B or B is grandmother of A. We have got B is grandmother of A. That is in option C. That should be the pick. As promised, I'm here and I would be here again with another set of technical ability or reasoning ability section 1 for Infosys examination. On this note, it's Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I'll see you soon.